Yo, what's up guys? Today I'll be talking about how you guys can qualify past opens to finals in the Solo Victory Cup. I'm doing this video because I got a question on this multiple times in my Twitch chat or in the YouTube comment section down below. Let's go over the format together, guys. As you guys can see here, tournament details. There's 30 points a win, one elimination is 1 point. Qual range is around 60 to 66 points. It really depends on how the tournament is going that day, but to be safe, guys, I really recommend getting 65 points. That can be 2 wins and some kills. That can be some top 5s and some kills. That can mean island capture and some kills with like good placements. It really depends how you guys want to play the Cash Cup, guys. You guys can either play it in 2 different ways. If you guys are a confident fighter and like to key, or my opinion, keying is just more fun in general, as most people honestly don't qual because they get too bored and they just key everyone and just die. But be smart, guys. Key smart first game and then just play the rest out. Let's just get the qual range, make sure to qual, then we can win in finals, be $100 richer, and we'll be alright. Alright, guys? Now moving on to the second way, you guys can play consistently. If you guys don't really feel comfortable in fighting everyone, you guys obviously get 15 points for top 8, 30 points a win. Remember that, guys. Like, each placement is very valuable here. If you guys just make it to endgame, know how to play endgame, get maybe a top 5 every game or top 4, sneak in a win, you guys will easily qual. But you guys just have to keep a good mentality in solos, as that's really a big struggle for a lot of players here. If you guys just play how you guys want to play, keep to your playstyle, I assure you guys will qual. And let's discuss drop spots, as that's mainly what starts off the game. If you guys want to be safe, there's so many splits on this map, guys. As you can see, like, I'll just literally just name out some splits. You can go these houses, you can go this bamboo island over here, you could go to this dojo up here, you could go all the way down here with gas station, you could honestly just take this split down here, you could even land back in this little island here, you could claim all of this here too as well. If you go over to the top of the map, obviously you have here, you can claim this, you can claim this castle, you can claim all of this back here, this split back here. Honestly, guys, in solos, you can really just land anywhere. I've had a ton of cases where my drop spot, guys, is this castle right here. I've had many cases where I've really gotten out dropped really badly, and let's just say that there's a kid here in gas station. There's maybe like kids pulling off a racetrack. That's a very common spot. And I've literally just landed, let's say, like on this bush right here, and I've gotten chased from gas station, and I just ran, literally just ran, and just scavenged for loot. So if you guys really get out dropped in your spot, don't be too worried. Just make sure you guys know where all the chest spawns are around you. Then you guys maybe leave. I know not every spot you have the ability to do that, but honestly, in early game spots, guys, there's a lot of places you guys can go. It's honestly about trial and error. Obviously, there's POIs. You guys feel more confident with way more chests, way more loot. There's the mythic POIs if you guys want the mythic guns. It's honestly just personal preference, in my opinion. Afterwards, when you guys have found your drop spot through ranked or scrims, I recommend just make sure you guys loot up before you even fight. Even if it's first lobby, make sure you guys have, you guys are at least 150 or 200 health. Then you guys can just get to keying, If you guys want to practice that, hop into ranked or hop into creative 1v1s, as those will help you guys in these type of fights. If you guys, on the other hand, want to play more safe, you guys can farm up your materials, or you guys can go the other route, farm up your mats, make sure you guys are really good mats, find a good spot in zone, pick off some kills with your AR, and just play endgame. What I would like to talk about next is the forecast tower. If you guys don't know what it is, it gives you guys the forecast perk once you guys insert the card into the little machine type of looking thing, which basically gives you the next zone. So it's very useful for rotating dead side or picking wherever you want in center zone. There are also 6 forecast towers on the map. The most likely ones to spawn in my experience playing is the one over here in between the castle and the dojo, the one all the way up here between Brutal and Shady, and also probably the one next to in between Rumble, Shattered, and Frenzy. Usually in solos, even in finals, I recommend going for these. You guys most likely will engage in a fight in this situation, as getting forecasts is like very important, and everybody wants it, as it's a one zone reveal advantage. It also gives you guys 3 points in open, so I really recommend you guys go for this. If you guys want to base your drop spot off maybe like landing, let's say edge map here, and then rotating up to frenzy. You guys very much can, or anywhere else on the map. Alright guys, most commonly if you're pushing from the south side onto this forecast tower over in between Brutal and Shady, there's going to be two mountains that are very crucial in this. There's going to be this one over here, which you guys will probably see a box of brick just built up, and probably one over here, maybe one over here, but obviously like you want to control just around the area. Especially in solos, guys, you want to make sure you control this box, as there's really a big tendency of people just ratting around and trying to sneak in your box and just waiting for you to get the card. So make sure that when you guys come back, after you guys box the forecast tower like so, you guys just put like a 2x1 here, boom, 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 that. Make sure like when you come back with the card here, make sure you make a safe edit, a right hand, or window, just to double check to make sure no one's in your box. I recommend building like maybe I'm not gonna lie, just like a 2x2 or a 1x2, sorry, or just anywhere, just high. Also, you guys want to know a little trick I learned? If you just land up, you can land on the forecast tower here. You can land on the forecast tower here, pretend that's not there, and you can easily just get a free beam and then just rocket ram down or crash pad down on your enemy. Just get some free tags. Now remember that every forecast tower is different, so it just really depends on the terrain. If you guys want me to go over in a more in-depth video discussing about each forecast tower and how to get each one or each island spawn, then be sure to let me know in the comment section below, guys. But I hope this is helpful for you. In the following next zone from the forecast tower, the combat caches will spawn in. Now this is very crucial if you guys want to get stacked, as in solos now, you guys get one slurp along with the guns of possibly an AR, shotgun, or SMG, depending on if you guys get the legendary, epic, or rare variety of your cache, which is all dependent on how long you take to capture the cache. After capturing the cache and getting all the loot, you'll be one step ahead of half the people in the lobby and ready to win the game. The next objective I would like to talk about is, of course, the loot island, which is 15 points. There are many strategies in getting the island, but if you guys want to practice fighting for the island, I recommend these two creative maps. Both you can play in a 1v1v1v1 or a 2v2v2, as it simulates realistic fights with people on the island. You guys can play with your friends or fills. The map codes are up on the screen now. If you guys want to check it out and just practice your guys' island fighting, I highly recommend it. And now I'll show you guys an example of me going for island in solos. Alright, as you can see, when island spawns, I end up taking the zipline up. Optionally, you guys can wait for the rifts to spawn and rift either on the island or on your opponent here. But in my case, I just ended up ziplining up. As you can see here, I start engaging in the fight. I just immediately push them because if you guys are confident enough and good enough of a fighter, your first lobby, you guys really should not struggle with fighting people. Typically, if I'm in a higher elo lobby, I might just make a lot of boxes here to scare my opponents off in brick. As you guys know, there's so much brick on an island. I don't even know the exact amount, but I just recommend if you guys are fighting, just build in brick, then wood. Obviously try and save your metal, but if you guys are fighting anyone, it doesn't really matter, as you guys probably get your map refresh anyways. As you can see, like, I'm just getting in and fighting everyone that comes on island. If I see a visual that someone's gliding or someone's ziplining, I just immediately push them here. I wouldn't recommend doing this in a higher elo lobby, but because, once again, it's first lobby, I just make sure to secure my island and then wait for the perfect time to fight. As on island, you guys most likely, if it's just one person at a time, you guys will not get third partied here, as, to be honest, fighting on island is like a whole different ball game. You know, if you're fighting on the terrain below, you're probably gonna get shot at from like 200 meters randomly by a guy sitting in their box or sitting in a bush surge tagging people. But over here, you know, it'll mostly be a one-on-one fight until like later on. If there's like 5 people on island, then you have to be more cautious. Once again, if you guys want to practice fighting on island for these 15 crucial points, this will help you qual by so much. I'm telling you guys, one island qual might even change like if you guys qual or not. But remember, guys, do not force it if you guys do not feel comfortable with it. It is not a game breaker if you don't get it, but this will really help you qual. So keep that in mind, guys. As well as after, when you claim the island, you'll get people like this who just rift on the island and decide to fight you. Maybe they were too far away to claim the island, so they thought maybe like, let's just get the kill point and let's get stacked to win the game. So this will obviously result in more fights. Once you eliminate the person on the island, you can just look around as you are like way higher than everyone and you have a bird's eye view of literally where everyone is. You can look for fights with those, you could pad on those, or you could play zone with your whites and pad in a really good position for zone to win the game. You guys can really do a lot of things with island. You know, you can get the vault with 2 keys and get even more loot. It's just very versatile, and it's for the risk of 15 points, slurps, and just a better position in the whole lobby, then I think it's really worth it, guys. Now you guys might ask, well, what should I do if I'm the first one on island? What I recommend doing is just coning off. Just make a 3x2 or 3x3, however you want to call it, and just claim space in the island, guys. This is a keyword. You have to claim space, okay? Basically what this means is just that, like, if someone pushes you in a boxer, you guys will have all this space despite you using all these masters. Remember that there's a lot of brick you guys can refarm, so make sure to tarp over to the brick and refarm it while you wait for the flag to capture. If someone pushes you, you guys have so much space to box fight. Obviously you guys just hold long angles like this and just honestly just play however you guys want to play, but I highly recommend doing this. And this is how most people usually get island, despite even if there's like 5 people pushing. Just the more space you have, the easier and better it is to capture the flag. Otherwise, you guys can land around in these bricks and just literally just camp and wait for them to fight and third party them while you guys push the box. After either successfully capturing the island or being in a really good spot to prepare yourself for the end game, I want to briefly discuss on how the end games usually go. Usually in the first lobby, it's just one person keying all of it, or it's just like a 10-man moving, where you can honestly just play mid-ground, maybe go for height in a later zone. I highly recommend you guys go for height around the 2nd to 3rd moving zone, as the first moving zone is usually way too long and you guys will get grief for it. There's a lot of different videos on how you guys should take height. I recommend you guys can either zone play for it, or you guys can look up and just chop and simply go up, as it probably easy the first couple games. For higher elo lobby, when you guys are in the close range of qualing, you guys obviously can either play low ground, which will result in a lot of kills and refreshes, but will also have people who have no mats and just want to get in. There's the mid ground layer, which you can look down for kills as well, maybe drop for the loot, or you can look up on height and go for height then. There's a lot of kill opportunities on each and every single layer. My biggest recommendation here is to just scrim and practice you guys' end games. This will help you guys get better no matter what. I can only tell you guys so much, but you guys will have to put in the work yourselves if you guys want to get better and qualify for these cash cups consistently. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys do qual for the next cash cup, be sure to comment down below, let me know you guys qualified, or stop by the Twitch at twitch.tv/A1AlexFN and just let me know. Keep me updated on your guys' solo cash cups. If you guys enjoyed and want more videos like this, please make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Good luck in your solo cash cup, guys. Peace out.